No. He said, that is not the case. You could just phone a friend in Brussels and they would pop in and write it down for you. I was like, oh, phone a friend. So I said, well, does that... Because for me, that's just ludicrous. So there's a Portuguese worker down in the field, somewhere in the south. Suddenly goes, I want to find out what my MEP's up to. What I need is a mobile phone and a phone directory of Brussels. Just phones up, starts with A, works his way through, eventually finds one or two people who speak Portuguese. Says, hello, I'm an agricultural worker from the south of Portugal. Oh, I'm a high finance city flyer. I don't think we've got much in common. All right, bye. Eventually, by the time you've gone through to about F, right, you maybe struck up a relationship, a rapport with someone. You develop that over a series of years. You become mates. You develop this bond, this love. You reciprocate gifts. Maybe olives are sent and chocolates the other way. Over a series of years, you grow to trust each other. Maybe a couple of years pass and you say, I'll pop the question. You couldn't pop into Brussels for me. Just go into the office, write it all down. They go, I'd love to help, but I'm blind. So... And so I said to him, look, I can help solve all this. I can help solve it because we've had a team of 3 people in that office, right, for 3 days, and they have written down every single declaration. We have come home, we have actually spent 3 days making it into a database, we have spent 4 days turning it into a website.
Here we are. This is Mr. Poos, Jacques Poos. It's great. It's great. His name is Jacques Poos, and I'm sorry I can't resist it. It's because how often do you go, you don't know jack shit? Well, this is Jacques Poos.
We are ready to launch. I have the laptop, I have the mobile phone. If you press this button, it will go live now onto the internet. Will you press the button? No.
No. I have not. Why should I?
So if I just press it now, I could be fined?
Could be. Not necessary, but could be. But I am amazed of your technology capacities in that field.
Well, my technology capacities aren't that great because it kept on freezing, and I think I'm just loading it onto the internet. I have. Actually, I have done that. So that's up on the internet. So I might be in trouble now because So would you have to report the fact that it's up there?
No.
So it could just be between us?
It's in between us. Yeah, why not?
Okay, all right then. We'll leave it up there if that's okay.
Anyway, we haven't actually downloaded it because there's been a few problems, and we've come back to Channel 4 and we said, look, we've got the website, it's all fucking exciting, we're going to bung it up. They go, oh no, you can't put it up. Why is that? Well, because you might break some laws in France, Italy. I said, you're kidding, come on, just put it up. They said, no, you can't put it up. I said, do you mean to say I could be arrested and extradited for this? And they said, yes, you could. I went, fucking great. I spent half my life wearing T-shirts with "Free the" with somebody else's face on it. It's about time. It's about time mine was on. So anyway, we get back on the train Monday morning, and we've gone there because they're having this big fucking meeting thing, and they're having a meeting about transparency and about putting everything on the internet. And then a bloke comes up to me and says, I'm the chairman of the committee, and I understand you want to film the committee on openness and transparency. I said, that's right. He said, you can't. I'm just like, oh gods of absurdism, thank you. There's Franz Kafka, Beckett and Ionesco up in heaven going, have the absurd card, Mark, have the absurd card. So I'm sitting in the debate. Eventually the bloke comes over to me and just goes, well look, I think we might be able to get you permission to film, but I am going to have to put it to the vote to the MEPs. And I'm just like, you're going to fucking have a vote? Brilliant. So he goes up there, goes, we have got a Channel 4 film crew in, and we are going to have a vote if you see that it's all right for us for them to film. Those of you who have any objections, would you raise your hand? And we've won the vote. Right, we had the right to film in there. We won the vote, I think, because the patisserie trolley was going past, and they just, look, they're cream horns in choux pastry, very nice. So as I'm coming out, we bump into Jacques Poos. And I said, hello, Mr. Poos, did you get your messages? He said, what messages are these? I said, well, you know that you said that people should phone a friend if they wanted to know about their members' interests. He said, yes. I've put it up on the internet how friendly you are and given your phone number.
Monsieur Poos ou Pose?
I would like to request some information.
Gostaria de obter a declaração portuguesa dos MEP's interests.
You know that you're the second who is calling
No, I didn't know that.
in order to ask something like that.
Answer phone. They're not taking their calls anymore. That's quite nice.
Who gave you that information?
Mr. Mark Thomas?
Mark Thomas.
There's no answer, so we can't even get through.
Right.
I'm trying to get the Declaration of MEP's Interest. I'm from Ireland and I'd like some on Dana Scanlon.
They're going to type them up so that I can read them.
Fantastic. Top banana.
No problem.
We next went to visit this guy, right, called Roger Helmer. And Roger Helmer, Conservative MEP, Save the Pound. And he's I was elected to Brussels to fight this kind of stupidity, exactly. The reason I wanted to talk to him was this. There's a substance called phthalates, and phthalates are a plastic softener that are put into children's toys. Now, phthalates are banned in 8 EU countries, right? And there's a European emergency ban on 6 of the 10 phthalates across the whole of Europe. Helmer put in an amendment into this debate saying no to the ban. And the amazing thing was the detail he puts into all of his stuff. The scientific detail. He names all the phthalates, but not only names them. Can we put this up? He puts the binary code numbers in. I spoke to this guy who's been studying phthalates, and I said, what's the score here? He said, the score's very simple. He said, I've been studying this stuff for 3 years. Either this man is a scientific genius who knows this inside out, or he has talked to industry lobbyists. Now, it's done nothing legally wrong, but we should be able to know what lobbyists talk to what MEP, who pays the lobbyists, what industries are involved, what amendments are being put forward, what was said, what was discussed, how did they act. What I found really interesting here was the fact that you'd actually got the binary numbers. Now, what are the binary numbers, if you could give us a brief explanation? Because this is very, very precise stuff, isn't it?
It is, and I'd love to tell you that I had a degree in chemistry, but unfortunately I haven't, so we would have got a lot of help on these technical details from the industry, because we'd have discussed this both with the industry and with people who are lobbying against phthalates.
And this information here, this is the code numbers, these are the binary numbers, so that it's not just, you haven't got just the name of it here.
Oh no, we've got to be absolutely specific, and obviously we would use technical people from the industry to make sure that we were writing the right things down when we're in technical areas that we don't fully understand ourselves.
This is what Greenpeace are putting out.
Yes, well, I mean, it is serious scare stuff.
This is scaremongering, isn't it?
It is scaremongering, there's no question of it.
And they're saying, look, and because it's a very emotive thing, because they're children's toys, and it's about children.
Yes.
But it is ultimately about scaremongering.
The whole thing has been very much related to scaremongering. We should try and get the emotion out of it. We should try and take a realistic look. The route we thought would have been best would be no emergency ban, but develop tests for the leaching out of phthalates from toys when they are used by children in the normal way. Those tests are in development and I believe will be available in a year or so.
I'm going to ask you one last question, which is, Greenpeace will say, does he really mean it? Has he been got at by the lobbyists?
You want me to start sucking on a cat?